a classroom, you have a document called Sorting and Filtering Practice. The exercise will be for later for the assignment. We're going to talk about sorting and filtering. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to color and bold the top line, as you guys have already done. And then we're going to sort. Now, these are out of order, right? Easiest way to sort is to click that All button. And then because we're playing with data now, we're going to go to the data. And we're going to never sort sheet. You will never be happy with what happens with that. So everyone go sort sheet. Sort by column A to Z. Did it really do what you wanted it to do? Huh?
No.
No. So the sort sheet by column or A to Z is fast, but is almost useless. So go ahead and hit Control Z so it goes back normal. What we want is data sort range. Sort range is going to be your friend, and we're going to go to advanced range sorting options. I don't know why they made this one so hard to get to. So this allows you to say, hey, my data has a header row. So a header row allows you to take that first row up there and use that as means to sort it by. So right now, let's sort by student ID. And let's sort A to Z. Go ahead and sort. So now we put students in order by their ID, right? So we sorted it by student ID, which is pretty easy. If you're dealing with thousands of records and the first thing you see is a student ID sort, that's pretty fast. Let's go ahead and duplicate this tab. So down here, we'll duplicate this tab. And we're going to sort a sheet by name. Duplicate that bottom tab. Ask me, please. And then we're going to call this one name. So we're going to sort, on this one, we're going to sort by name. Obviously, our sheet is very small. We just have first names. You might have last names. You might have the other stuff. And so we're going to do the same thing we did before. But now I've got students. So that first tab is sorted by student ID. That makes it pretty easy. Let's go to name, and I'm going to select the all button, and I'm going to sort by name. So data, sort range, advanced sorting options, and my data has header row. Anybody not following? Logan?
I did.
Are you with me? And then pick name as your sort. And then go ahead and sort.
Oh, I see what you did with the names. You need to cut that A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Yeah, sorry. I'll try and be more rigid. So that's straight up. Now, that's neat. The real thing I might be interested in ages, right? So if I need to know who needs to fill out permission slips, I'm going to sort my next one. So I'm going to duplicate again. And I'm going to duplicate. And this one I'm going to sort by age. So I'm going to call this one age down here. So we got our third tab there, or our third sheet in our sheets, which always weirded me out. Their terminology stinks at that point. So this one, same thing, data. Whoops, I forgot to press the all button. It had nothing to sort with. Data, sort range, advanced sorting options, data has header rows, and I'm going to sort by age. Now I can go A to Z, I can go Z to A, that would put them top. So there I've got 3 of each age, right? 16, 16, 16, 17. So that shows me who the young people are and who the older people are. Pretty useful, right? As a teacher, if you're 18, you don't have to have a permission slip necessarily because you're yourself and you're an adult. So that's sorting. You can see how that's pretty useful. I can sort, if I wanted to keep going, I can sort by grade, I can sort by city, and I get all that neat information in there. Let's duplicate this. Go ahead and duplicate this one. we're going to call this 16-year-olds. Actually, let's call it A list. We're going to call this A list. How's that?
But aren't 16-year-olds in C?
No, we're going to call this A list. So we're going to call this the A list. Now, there is another function beyond sorting, and it's called filtering. Filtering allows you to get rid of data that you don't want to see. The data is still there, but it allows you to just see. So I'm going to do the all button. And I'm going to go up to Data, Create, Filter. What did it do to the columns up there?
Green.
Well, it did something else. What did it do to them? There's a little filter icon beside them, right? So I can go over here to the age filter, and I can unclick B or C, and then press OK, and it will only show me people who got a grade of A. So up here on the filter, see the little filter thing? There. Okay, once you get that, you get these cool little markers, and they allow you to sort things. So they allow you to sort by all this cool stuff right here. So I can unclick everything, and I can click just A and take the others out. When I press OK, it'll only show me the people who have an A. I can also go back in there. Did you notice there was another function? What was the last thing it would allow me to uncheck?
Blanks.
Unclick blanks and press OK. It gets rid of, if you're given a presentation, this gets rid of all that other extraneous stuff. You don't even have to look at it. Does that make sense? So it just cleans up your board altogether. Let's go ahead and duplicate this tab. Duplicate this tab. I duplicate A list.
I got a copy of A.
You good? And let's go ahead and call this one age. Age sort, or age filter. Sorry, age filter. I already got one called age. And what I'm going to do up here is I'm going to go unclick that filter. So I'm going to go up to the top, and I'm going to remove the filter. So same thing I did before. When I go to data, it'll give me the chance to remove filter. And I get all my data back, right? I can also create a filter. So now I'm going to create a filter. But I can create a filter, and I can... Everyone good? Now I've got all my data. Let's go to that age filter. And you'll see I can also filter by condition. So back to, remember what we did before? So I can say greater than 16. So everyone who's over 16, greater than 16. So greater than 16 and say okay. So that's super useful with numbers in that you can manipulate to get very specific what you want to see. So this is kind of like conditional formatting. It lets you sort to only data you care for. Everyone go with this? Any questions so far? So I've got an exercise for you that's very similar to this. You can use the very same functions. You'll be making 7 different tabs at the bottom, and each one will be sorted or filtered. Just follow through. So no questions? For the exercise, and it shows up for you guys, it shows above the add or create button. It will look like this. We've got some products. We're doing an inventory. We're going to do some data for the boss. Figure out what we got going on. We don't really have much inventory, so our shop is not huge.